All right, let's see. Oh, well, okay, I'll try to get through. Okay, all right. In Ecuador, they do, in fact, if you're thinking about your business, they do shrimp, bananas, cattle, coffee. Most of the population are indigenous. So most of them are natives. All right, so the capital, Quito, Quito, Quinto, I'm not going to try to do my Spanish. That's the capital. And so Ecuador is doing okay. It's not the richest South American country, but since it's backed by the US dollar, you know, there's a future there. All right, now we have little old Bolivia. Bolivia was in, also in the James Bond Quantum Solace, I think. In that film, they used the background. Bolivia looks pretty rough. It's landlocked. Nothing much going on. It's desert. People are poor. They speak, they could get richer with Chile, by doing, like I said, I take that back. It's the canal from Bolivia with Chile to the Pacific Ocean. They could get their landlocked going on with the canal going through that country, but it hasn't happened. Alrighty, there's a lake, and I want no snickering, but we can't get around it. Lake Titicaca. It's, yeah, I know. Come on, we're not teenagers. That's how it's pronounced. It borders Peru and Bolivia. It's the highest lake. It's 12,500 feet. It supplies a lot of water, and it's on the border. Lake Titicaca, Titicaca. It borders Peru and Bolivia, 12,500 feet. And it's basically a water source for both countries. Just write that down. Potosi, P-O-T-O-O-S-I, is big. Unfortunately, because of the Spanish, they had connections. Potosi is a great place for silver and gold and lithium. Big on lithium. So Bolivia can come from basically the most backward country in South America to the top country because of the lithium, if they're not exploited. I'm saying more lithium is more valuable than gold. Wouldn't you think? Lithium's where it's at. Lithium, L-I-T-H-I-U-M. Lithium. Lithium goes in batteries. What do we want batteries for? Well, come on, cars. Cars, what else?
Electronics.
Electronics, yeah.
Computers.
Computers.
Batteries.
Basically to run anything we can. And so, oh, we good? Watch for the D2L. So, lithium is big. Okay, Potosi, that's where it all is. Unfortunately, the natives didn't get a hold of that because the Europeans beat them to it. And so, again, South America, only like 1.5%, 2% own all the good stuff, and there's everybody else scrounging for living. Alrighty, Paraguay. Oh, I like Paraguay. It's also landlocked. Paraguay is where you probably don't want to go. They got a place down there. I call it the Star Wars bar. It's actually called in your book, I think on 123 or 124, the triple frontier. It's the lawless. It's kind of like I always like going back to movies like Los Isis Spaceport in Star Wars, full of scum and villainy. Anyway, it's a place where you have people that are escaping from everywhere else. They come in. And it's basically a town full of pirates. There's also a big Mideastern, where they say there's a big Mideastern terrorist group in Paraguay, in the Triple Frontier. It borders. Paraguay borders Brazil and Argentina. So it's that little area in Paraguay where, shoot, all the bad stuff is. A lot of people don't want to go in there. So Paraguay leaves it alone. All right, The 90% of population speak an indigenous language called, now I will ask this, G-U-A-R-A-N-I, Guarani.
How do you say that again?
Guarani. Guarani. Spoken by 90% of the population. And they don't like development because the Guarani, a word for bulldozer, is one that destroys earth. The attacker of the world. They look at the bulldozer, they don't call it bulldozer, they say attacker of the world. What is the attacker of the world in Guarani? A bulldozer. They hate development. They've lived the same way for most of their lives. So what's not to love, you know? No change. Alrighty, I'm going to slow it down a little bit. We've got some more stuff to cover, but I want to do this. The southern cone is Argentina. Now Argentina is weird. Argentina used to be the most wealthiest country on earth, the most advanced, because of the massive natural resources. They have a huge European population. They have a thing called Pampa, P-A-M-P-A, which means plains. It's kind of like our Midwest is their Midwest, is the Pampa. Cattle ranching, massive agricultural projects, you know, high elevation grains, gold, you name it. They had it all going on. The problem is that it started going downhill because everybody left the countryside for the cities. Buenos Aires, they just, you know, took off. So countryside is kind of sparse. You know the term gaucho, that's where it comes from, Argentina, the cowboys. They had cowboys down there and still do. So at one time it was a happening place which rivaled Europe. But now it's kind of gone down. So Argentina has, let's see. Yeah, they railroads. 93% of the population is in cities. So anyway, they got great ports. The side fact is, after World War II, a lot of Nazis from Germany went to Argentina. It's not a joke, they really did. And they kind of moved into Argentina and set up their own little thing going on until the Nazi hunters came in and got a lot of them. There's some of them are still down there, the descendants are. So Argentina is very much in memory. In fact, World War II was supposed to be neutral. We sent our ships down there to sink German submarines and also destroyers. And so anyway, it has a long and colorful history. All righty, let's stop the film on that.